Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Cool Things to Contemplate. I'm Cruz, and if you're joining me for the very first time, today I am presenting a show on an extension of the credit card game, which is a really important game to learn how to play here in the United States. This show, if you're new, is just some really cool ideas and some concrete, really important knowledge that will help anyone who sort of has a vision on how they want to live their life. And this series of videos will give you some great ways to make those dreams come true, because you cannot have any kind of a life with think where you want to live and the things that you want to do and things that you want to achieve without money. So having said that, today I'm going to be talking about a very simple process that's really important to learn how to do for anybody who has a credit card. This will break down step by step what you do in order to figure out every single time you get a credit card bill from the credit card company that you're working with or affiliated with. They're going to pocket some of your payment because that's how they make their money, and that's why credit cards businesses do what they do. They want to make money, period. That's all they care about. They don't really care about what's going on in your personal life, or if you've had some tough things happen. Not interested. They're just interested in making money. So I think it's really important to learn how to play their game so that you can, make it to your advantage. A credit card score is a really important thing, and you want to try and get your credit card score anywhere between, I would say healthy would be 700 to 800 is a nice number. And how you do that is by playing their game. And it's a simple game, and it will really benefit you in the long run. So having said all that, here's what you need to do. Step one, look at your statement. So it's March. You get a March statement. You look at it. I'm going to give you kind of like a hypothetical, okay? And it will be something that you can refer back to over and over again. If you find it complex or difficult, you can always come back to this video, write it down, and learn it step by step. Because once you get it once, you can use it over and over and over and over and over again. This is how it works. You get a statement. At the top of your statement, it's going to tell you what your total balance is. So let's make up a number. Let's say that you owe, $6,396.22. That's your total amount that you owe on your card. And by looking at your card, your interest rate or finance charge, that's what the money that they take and they pocket, because, that's their job, is to make money. So let's say on your statement, again, this is a hypothetical, you're paying 49%. So the first thing that you want to do is you take the total number, the $6,396.22, and you multiply that by your interest rate or finance charge. In this case, it's 20.49. You're going to get a really big, gigantic number. Now, because we're dealing with percentages, you then have to take that gigantic number and you have to divide it by 100. You're going to come up with, the number that you get is 1,306.54 cents. Now, every month has a certain number of days, right? So, every year, has a certain number of days. So there's 365 days in a year. So now we're at step 4. You take 365 days and you divide that number by the 1,306.54 cents, and you are going to get a number. The number that you're going to get is 3.57, which it makes it a little easier to round it up to 3.60. So now we are at our last step. You are going to take the number of days in the month that your statement is in. In this case, it's March, and March has 31 days. So you're going to take 31 because there's 31 days in March. And if we were in a different month that didn't have 31 days, had 28 days, 29 days, 30 days, whatever, you would use that number for that month. But in this case, it's March. So 31 for the number of days in March. And you're going to multiply that times the 3.60. And that number, which is $111.06, give or take a dollar or two, is the amount of money that statement with that amount that is due and that interest rate or finance charge, that's the number that they're going to put in their pocket, $111.60, give or take a dollar or two. So if you get a statement and they say the minimum amount due is, I don't know, $140. I'm making this up. They're going to take $111 and some odd cents and pocket it because that's what you are giving them, so that you can use their money, and the rest, whatever's left over, is what they're going to subtract from the $6,396.22 that you owe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say that I think that the credit card companies are absolutely brilliant. I mean, what a way to make literally billions of dollars. How can that benefit you by knowing all that? How it can benefit you is A, knowledge is power. B, factual, definitive knowledge, not a guess, theory, or an idea, is even more powerful. Speculation is dangerous, very dangerous. You want to kind of shy away from that just in general in life, okay? But having the knowledge and really understanding how the credit card companies make their money is really critical for anybody who wants to learn how to play the credit card game, because it is a game. It's called The Game of Making Money. That booklet that you get that is written in letters that are written like on medicine bottles and the back of spray paint bottles, that's written by lawyers. Everything that I'm saying here plus is all there in black and white. They are not tricking you. They are not scamming you. It's there. It's your responsibility. If you sign your name and say you want that credit card, that's just like you saying, I understand every single thing that's on this document that explains how your company or the company that I'm borrowing money from works, and I'm in agreement. Let me borrow your money. The other thing is, if you're new, you have to check out the PBS video on the secret history of the credit card. It's done by PBS, and it will blow your mind. It will really help you understand more in depth how these very clever, very educated men and women worldwide have come up with this, incredible way of making. I would even say it may come to, or already may be, in the trillions. I mean, it is an incredible business model. So, having said that, cool things to contemplate for the newcomers and for you guys that haven't, seen me in a while, is a program, a series of videos to help people understand how money moves in America and also abroad in certain areas. Because without money, whatever you're envisioning for your life, where you live, what you eat, where you dream, what you want to buy, where you want to go, even unfortunately as, your life, because it is statistically proven that people who make, I won't say a lot of money, but a decent living. And what's a decent living? That's subjective, and we're not going to go into that. I'll let you sort that for yourself. I can say for me personally, anybody making, I would say, between $12,000 and $16,000 a month, that's a pretty good living. Now, depending on what part of the country that you live in, that's actually not a lot. It really isn't. Depending on where you live, what your taxes are like, how big your house is, how big your car payment is. The list can become very long if you want it to be. Not everybody wants that. Some people want a very simplistic, not so complex, complicated lifestyle. We're all individuals. We all have our own vision. This program, or these series of programs, are really meant to just give you some basic, I would say definitive facts about how money moves in America and other places as well, so that you can use it as you wish. You can swipe the screen, go on about your day and learn about other stuff, but I'm telling you, however you have, if you ever have sat down and taken some time to contemplate where you want to live, what kind of job you want to do, you can't do any of that without some or a lot or a real lot of money. And I wish that this was taught more on some of these programs, because it's really important to learn and to understand, so that you can jump into the American capitalist system, which is incredible, use it to your advantage, and then get out of it. And I don't know, get a sailboat and sail around Baja or whatever you want to do, or not. I mean, I have a family member who has one of the most chaotic jobs on Wall Street. He can't wait to get there every day. It's just a matter of contemplating you. What lights you up? What turns you on? What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to live? What do you want to do? That takes contemplation, and then it takes a lot of really hard work. So if you're looking for something easy to get to your goal, these are not the videos for you. Absolutely not. Because anything that's worth anything is never easy to achieve. It just isn't. It doesn't have value. That's just, that's the way life is. So that was a lot of information. If you have any questions, please, shoot me the questions. We're keeping it positive as always. My next video, I'm going to break it down into age groups. So I'm going to talk to 12 to 18-year-olds. That's going to be my next video. I have some phenomenal, factual, definitive, really cool ideas that you can, if you choose to, utilize it to your advantage to accomplish whatever it is you'd like to accomplish as far as how you envision living your life. I am really excited about these videos. For those of you who have been watching before, I'm very sorry. Again, it's taken me so long, but I get so excited with my work, and I get so involved in it, and I sometimes have a hard time coming out of that. And so balance is something that I'm working on, but my work is so cool and so beautiful that it's just, I can't seem to step out of it. So I apologize for that. Always remember that every single person that you meet, everyone at their core has a golden heart, all of us. I know at times it may not seem like that, but I'm telling you, it's there. It is there in every human being that you meet and you see. So that's really important. We're going to always remember that. That's important to remember. I guess the last thing is, as I always say,